Amanda with Straightsmile Solutions, straightsmilesolutions.com, and again, another video about impacted canines and why phase 1 is super important. I have a ton of content on this already. You can go into my phase 1 playlist or my impacted canine playlist to read more about this. Here's 4 pieces of literature that I really enjoyed. Just kind of did my best to do a screenshot of them. I'm sure you can figure it out. But basically, in a nutshell, the goal is to remove all the barriers so that teeth that are potentially impacted can hopefully autocorrect, or at least autocorrect as much as possible. Doesn't mean you will definitely not need an exposure surgery. No, it'll just decrease the likelihood. Sometimes they're just so wonky, there's nothing you can do. But I want to do everything I can, so that's going to include taking out at least the upper C's, which is your C and H if you're Americans. But also sometimes upper D's is a good idea too. I can't tell you when. It really depends on the position of the canines and what's going on. But usually if you expand the arch to the right size, you don't need to take out upper D's. And remember, in order to expand the arch to the right size on top, you often have to upright the curve of Wilson on the lower, which means also lower expansion. Expand both arches. If you don't, then you're going to get a scissor or a Brody bite, and nobody wants that. Or you're going to underdo it, which means you're going to have to take out C's and D's. So definitely check out my phase 1 playlist and my impacted canine playlist, or check out my phase 1 course, or work with me on some cases. We definitely help you one-on-one on cases. You can go to straightsmilesolutions.com, but we're all about evidence-based literature and evidence-based orthodontics, and the evidence is here. Sometimes you got to take out baby teeth. I know parents get upset about this. So can I force them to do it? No. All I can tell them is that if they don't do it, they're more likely to need an exposure surgery, which is 1,000 times worse than taking out baby teeth. So, and that is, trust me, I have not only done it probably hundreds of times as an orthodontist, but I've also been a parent of one. Even though I did everything right, we ended up with one that didn't need one and one that still needed one, and that was just very bad genetics. And that's just how it rolls. Even some of us who have two dentists as parents, and we do everything correctly and start early, sometimes bad luck happens to everyone. So you know what? It is not a fun surgery for a parent. Having gone through this, I would never wish this on anyone. It's 1,000,000 times worse being a parent, and I'm sure it's bad being the kid, than it is being the orthodontist treating this, because we don't see them every night, especially right after the surgery. It is an absolutely miserable surgery. I wouldn't wish it on any child out there. So if I can avoid every single child having this surgery done, then that is why I push these videos. Please, please, please do everything you can. Take out the baby teeth. Like I said, can't force the parents to do it, can't force the kids to do it, but you can tell them it will significantly increase the likelihood that they will need a surgery. Remember, the surgery will likely not be covered by insurance at all, or even partially, and it could be several thousands of dollars, possibly even more, depending on what type of sedation they need. It's going to possibly double the price of the orthodontics. And one firm thing I have, once we go into the point where we're going to know we're going to need the surgery, is I won't even start the ortho unless they're committed to the surgery, because I don't want to start something that I cannot finish. So they're going to have to go ahead, put the deposit down on the surgery with the periodontist or the oral surgeon first before I'll even consider putting the braces on. So that's just part of the process. Because otherwise we're going to get to that point and they're going to be spinning their wheels. And I've had this happen enough times. And I'm like, dude, we got to take the braces off because you need to get the surgery. And we don't even finish, right? So moral of the story is get those baby teeth out in phase 1. All right, thanks.